How are you feeling? I am doing so amazingly. I was a little bit sick. First, it was the grandson, Zachary, and then it was Xander, and then my daughter, and then it was me. But I'm all good, all good, all good. I've got amazing guests today. They're all going to talk about love, hope, and faith. And yes, this is a new concept. I dreamed about making a storyboard for each and every lady. So they did their video and then I did the storyboard. I spent quite a lot of time doing the storyboards. It was absolutely my pleasure. And I do believe that I have my vision I got in a dream I got, that I have done it. Two storyboards I didn't have done, and that was Nina's, and it's also beautiful. And Natalie's, I didn't have all the information, but the rest are all here. Are you all been gonna be blown away by all these amazing ladies? So first up, Marie Bailey. Marie is all the way from Canada, and she's truly spectacular. She's also one of our Mrs. Spots. Mrs. Spots is a beautiful lady in the Diamond Beauties community that holds space for half an hour for any lady to phone in once a week, to be seen, to be heard. Thank you, Marie. Here is you. You are your amazingness.
Hi, everyone. I'm Marie. I'm sure we've all heard some version of this, that grief is a price we pay for love. And some might say that if that is true, then it's too high of a price. But would we have wanted to have missed the love? Garth Brooks said it best in his song, The Dance, when he said, I could have missed a pain, but I would have had to have missed a dance. I know I wouldn't have wanted to have missed a dance with any of my loved ones and had them in my life for the time that I did. I don't know how you feel. No one does, because grief is very personal. But I do know what it feels like to lose a loved one. And what I know is that we're not broken. We don't need to be fixed. We're not victims. We're grievers. We just need our loss to be witnessed, to be acknowledged, and to be validated. I have attached my own meaning to grief, the word grief. I call it gradually returning into everyday functioning, because that's basically what we're doing. When we're grieving, we're gradually, day by day. Grief is a journey, it's not a destination. Who am I? I call myself a dealer in hope, having optimism post-event. Hope is a powerful source of motivation and can help us find meaning and purpose. I have a story, we all do, and my story is filled with plenty of heartache. Most of our stories are, because that's life, and no one moves through life without experiencing some loss, trauma, and grief. And my story is my gift to help others. Losing my baby sister Pearl when I was 5 years old, then two other sisters before I was 8, and then losing my beautiful, vibrant mom when I was 18. She was only 40. Losing my own child, and then losing my father very unexpectedly and very young, helped me have more compassion for other people and a better understanding of what others have suffered and are going through. I believed for the longest time that our family was cursed, but I couldn't imagine that my father, who was the kindest, compassionate man I've ever known, could be being punished in some way. One thing is for sure, nothing in life prepares us for the death of a loved one, no matter what the reason, the age, it doesn't matter, it catches us off guard. I've had a dark night of the soul, and I'm sure many of you have as well. With every death, there is a loss, and with every loss, there will be grief. They go hand in hand. Society tells us that we should move through the stages of grief rather quickly. We shouldn't take too long, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, but then to get back to living. Grieving can make those around us uncomfortable. Friends often don't know what to say to ease our pain. Our loved ones often struggle to find the adequate words to comfort us. And there are many forms of loss, and often there are comparisons made as if there's some sort of a pecking order as to whose loss is more significant or worse. The loss of a loved one is devastating. The hurt is not any different to the person who is feeling the pain. My loss is not worse than your loss or more significant than yours, and yours is not more significant or worse than mine. Where there was love and loss, there is grief. It's that simple. The level of pain and grief is in direct proportion to the amount of love. As painful as grief is, it's a necessary part of healing. And to run from grief is to run from the very thing that can quell the pain of our loss. We can't go around grief. We can't go over top of it. We can't go underneath it. We simply have to go through it. There are no shortcuts. You can't heal what you can't feel. If God gives you the feelings, you're allowed to have them. I always say, if you have 1,000 tears to shed, don't stop at 500. Tears are just love with no place to go. I always hated the term closure when related to grief because it sounded like we were closing the door on our loved ones as if they had never existed. But instead, we bring them forward with us into the future with our memories, etc. We no longer even use the term closure. We now look at it as integration. We are integrating the loss and the future together by finding ways to commemorate our loved ones. Grief is for the living. Grief is about remembering and restoring. We integrate the loss into our lives and realize that a whole life includes pain and sorrow as well as joy. We look for meaning, but that doesn't mean or equal understanding. When we find meaning in loss, it doesn't mean we understand why someone died or accept that. It does not negate our loss. Your loss is not a test. It's not a lesson to be learned or something to handle. Loss happens in life. We can't rush grief and we can't rush meaning. Often we feel that the situation is hopeless and we tell ourselves that story. While death is permanent, the loss of hope is temporary. Mother Teresa once famously said, "God, I know you only give me what you know I can handle, but I wish you didn't have so much confidence in me." That's how I felt for a long time, but my purpose in my life and my gift to help others came through my pain. Now I take a different view, not to count the losses, but to count the precious years and time I had with my loved ones. My grief educator mentor said two things to me that resonated. He said, "You are evidence of hope for others, and you are perfectly positioned to help the person you once were." We can't change the last chapters, but we can change the next chapter, how we view our lives moving forward. As a grief counselor, a certified grief educator, and a licensed edutherapy practitioner, I help people to better understand how we view loss and grief in our society, and how the expectations often put on us and how we should handle our loss in itself is debilitating. Someone asked me, "How did you know when you were done grieving your losses?" And my answer was, and it will always be, I'll let you know when that happens. We will always grieve our loved ones because where there was love, there will be grief. It goes hand in hand. What I know for sure is that there is life after loss. I do not believe that death has the power to end our relationships. I don't give it that power because I still have a mom and a dad and a sister, and all of them, they're not physically with me, but I still have them. It doesn't give us it doesn't have the power to end our relationships, to hinder our love or hinder our hope. We often think there's no way to heal from loss, but we start to heal when we can remember our loved ones with more love than pain. Love, hope, and faith has been my guide. Hope is never lost. Hope is not just a feeling, it's a tool to propel us forward. Grief can feel like looking through a long, dark tunnel with a faint shining light at the far end, but that light is hope. And step by step and one day at a time, we move towards that light. I write in my journal every morning, I am grateful for another day. Every day we live, we make an impact. And my hope is that I can do that for others. My golden nugget is don't put a period in your life where God put a comma. Your story is not over. Go where love is. That's where life is. Thank you. Hi there. Do you ever feel as if you are alone in your grief, that others around you just don't understand or even want to talk about your loss? Do you see that those around you are often uncomfortable and struggle with what to say to try and help? Has anyone ever said to you, you should be at a certain stage of your grief by now and should have moved on with your life? If you can answer yes to any of these questions, let me assure you, you are not alone, that there is help available to assist you in overcoming any sense of isolation you may be feeling. I'm Marie. I'm a counselor. I'm a certified edutherapy practitioner. But more importantly than that, I'm a griever, and I know how lonely that walk can be. I would be honored to walk with you through what can be a very lonely time. Thank you.
Wow, incredible. Wasn't incredible, Marie? Thank you, Marie. You were amazing, my girl. Here is to you, my girl. Here is to you. Our next speaker is beautiful Coach Eve. Here we go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm truly honored to be here with you today. My name is Coach Eve. I'm a positive mindset coach, clinical hypnotherapist, practitioner, founder of Open Hands Institute, and I walk through fire, face my own battles. I have come to tell you how you can transform your pain into your power. I'm the living proof that pain can be transformed. How cool is that? And today I want to talk about one of the most profound forces in our life, love, and its intricate relationship with pain. We all know that saying love is patient, love is kind, yet in real life, love is also challenging. It's tested through our betrayals, disappointments, loss. Whatever it is, relationship, family, or even love, what we have for ourselves, pain is inevitable. But here what I have learned, pain is never wasted. In fact, pain is one of our greatest teachers. So today I'm going to walk through the 5 layers of pain and show you how you can transform your pain into your superpower and your power and purpose into your legacy. So the first layer I want to talk about is the raw pain. This is your awakening stage. That moment when that pain hits you so hard, heartbreak, betrayal, disappointments, or even physical, emotional suffering. Us as entrepreneurs, coaches, healers often face financial suffering. And this pain is so real and so raw, it kind of wakes you up, it shakes you. It is required awareness and it demands your attention. And this is the stage of the awakening. The second stage is the processing pain. This is the second layer. This is where understanding begins. We start unpack our emotions, the confusion, the anger, the sadness. We begin to see the patterns and we're going to recognize the truth behind our hurt. Processing pain requires honest reflection and courage. This is your clarity begins. And the third layer, the third stage is the growth pain. Just as muscles straighten through resistance, our spirit grows through challenges. It shapes our reality. In this phase, you start to rise. You learn, you adapt, and you begin to rebuild yourself with resilience. Growth pain is uncomfortable, but it's powerful. It is the evidence that transformation is taking place. The fourth layer, the transformational pain. This is your turning point when pain evolves into wisdom. Yes, you're going to start recognize your language. You're going to start changing your language. Instead of saying, I lost, you begin to say, I learned. Wisdom take place. You stop seeing pain as a punishment and you start recognizing it as the preparation. This is where true transformation occurs. When harness your pain and you use to create purpose and meaning. And the fifth stage, the fifth layer, this is a clarification of your purpose. The final layer, when everything comes together. You now understand the purpose behind your pain. You see how every challenge, every wound, every moment, every struggle you have faced, it is preparing you for something greater. This is where your story becomes a source of strength for others. Your pain becomes your legacy. This pain is going to serve you. This pain is going to teach you to able to inspire others and show them how to rise, just like you and I did. But ask yourself this: how can I use my struggle, my pain, and my experience, not just to heal myself, but to create impact for others? Because here's the truth: pain will visit us all. You can't skip it. Financial pain, relationship pain, emotional pain, physical pain, work-related pain, it will visit you, my friend. But I have to tell you this: pain does not have to define you. It is not your prison. It is the pathway to purpose. And always remember, no matter how deep your pain, how heavy your struggle, love overcome anything. Allow yourself to be loved. Allow yourself to be loved. Love one another and love yourself, because love is your golden currency and it is truly magical. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Have a good day. Bye. Hello there, beautiful viewers, and welcome. My name is Coach Eve, clinical hypnotherapist practitioner and a positive mindset coach. I'm here today to walk you through the 5 layers of pain and how you can transform your pain into your purpose. Call to action: click the link below and download your 21-day inner transformational journal, where you can actually take all of those habits what doesn't serve you any longer and replace them with something new, and record the journey day by day. Click the link below. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Thank you, my beautiful Coach Eve, and my beautiful viewers. I have seen Coach Eve's journal. It is amazing. Please download it. All the information of all my guests is down below in the down below. Please click on, and you will be able to find all the information. So the next, and beautiful Coach Eve is all the way from beautiful Scotland. Our next speaker is beautiful Gail. Are you ready? I am ready. Here we go.
Hello, everyone. I am wondering how many of you have experienced something changing in your life because you changed? What would be different if the energy you carry could transform not only your life, but the world around you? Welcome, everybody. Today, I invite you to explore how your energy can become a catalyst for transformation in every area of your life. Let's talk about you. Hello, everyone. My name is Gail Craft, and I'm an alchemist. I'm an agent for change. My work reveals how energy shapes your reality and how conscious awakening begins with inner transformation. Love and authenticity explore how embracing your truth and leading with love creates lasting impact. Love and authenticity are not just ideals, they are energetic states that create trust, connection, and transformation. Hope, outdated beliefs block that connection. Limiting stories and unconscious patterns hold you back from your true power. I invite you to reflect on what stories you may be holding on to. You change your stories, you change your life. Faith, whatever your spiritual belief system is, there are tools for energetic alignment available to you. They might be breakthroughs, meditation, journaling, prayer. These help realign with clarity and purpose. These are practical methods to realign you with your purpose and vitality. Try one. Try one today. I've worked with healers, with coaches, and conscious entrepreneurs who felt stuck, just like you, until they realigned with their true essence. Their lives and businesses environments transformed in ways that they never imagined. I'm going to share one story with you. A client who maybe weighed 105 pounds. Her relationship was falling apart. Her business, she was ready to close the doors. She couldn't sleep. She couldn't eat. She was an absolute mess. We started working together and realigning with her true essence and dropping the identity to the stories that she held on to and found the identity of who she really is. And it was a process of alchemy, and she learned the process of alchemy in the moment. Her life changed so much. Her business started to flourish. She started to eat, sleep, put on weight. Her relationship did end as it had finished its season. But two miraculous things that was never expected happened. One is people started coming to her home, knocking on her door and asking for her services because they had heard someone who provided those services lived in that house. Number two, the environment changed so much, her energy changed so much that there was a tree in her backyard, an apple tree, that had bared no fruit for 5 years. That tree was full of fruit and apples. So when you align with love and authenticity, you absolutely become the catalyst for change. you naturally influence and uplift others and create a rippling effect throughout the world. So why not become the catalyst? See yourself as the catalyst. Your energy matters. Your presence can shift the room, relationships, and your and others' realities. Become aware of your energy influences everywhere and how to harness it for conscious change. And so I have a call to action for you. If you want to experience how remarkable you can be, begin your awakening journey today. I invite you to connect, explore, and take the next step. You can join my Substack community for free, https://glizbeth.substack.com, or you can have an exploratory one-to-one with me. These links are down in the notes, and I ask you if you're ready to change. If not now, when? Call on me. Bye-bye. Hello, everybody. Gail Craft here from the Empowering Process. I would love to talk to you about you becoming the catalyst for conscientious awakening and energetic impact in your life. How would your life change if you had deep clarity of purpose and identity? What would it mean to you to have energetic tools for conscious leadership, conscious impact? How can you imagine your life with renewed vitality and intuitive connection? How about creating with me a personal roadmap for continued transformation? My work reveals how energy shapes reality and how conscious awakening begins with inner transformation. Come join me, Gail Craft, The Empowering Process. I would love to work with you.
Wow. Thank you, my beautiful girl, all the way from the USA. Thank you for everything you are doing. Both you and both Coach Eve is also a Mrs. Spots. Thank you. Coach Eve's Mrs. Spots is almost starting. So thank you, my beautiful, beautiful girl. So next up is Linda. Here we go. Linda's all the way from the US. And Linda, everything you do is just magical. Here we go.
Self-love isn't loud, it's lunar. It's rhythmic, intuitive, and always returning. Just like the moon, you're allowed to wax and wane and begin again. Hi, I'm Linda Barris, founder of Illuminated by Love and co-creator of Rise and Root, a witchy sisterhood devoted to ritual, healing, and soul remembrance. I've walked through cancer, chronic illness, and deep transformation. And lunar living has been my compass through all of it. There was a time when I didn't feel well, not just in my body, but in my spirit. I felt disconnected, like I was floating through life without rhythm or rest. And then I had 2 cancer diagnoses and other chronic conditions that tested every part of me. I needed something steady, something sacred. I'd forgotten how important connection to the moon's cycle was. This was something that I had done since a teen. And so I found Luna again. I found that connection that I had. And the moon kept rising quietly, faithfully, and I began to track her again, not just in the sky, but in my own heart. I noticed how my emotions mirrored her phases, how my energy shifted with each cycle, and slowly I built rituals again, simple ones, starting with lighting a candle, journaling under the full moon, and listening to my breath. These weren't just practices. They were lifelines. This was a way of life for me. I'm going to share some ways that you too can live by the moon for self-love. So at the new moon, this is where we don't see the moon in the sky. It's dark, the dark moon. This is a time for the pause and for planting. So here we want to rest. We want to reflect. We can set our intentions. It's good if we ask what we're desiring to feel during this cycle. And during this time, self-love looks like stillness. This is going within. This is being fully immersed in yourself. Like trusting that rest is productive. Like giving yourself permission to begin again. The next phase is the waxing crescent. And here we want the spark and commitment to what our intention was that we set at the new moon. This is where hope begins to return. Our energy starts to stir, and we begin to nurture our intentions again. In this waxing crescent phase, self-love here looks like gentle momentum. So it's just slow, just steady, like writing one sentence, stretching for 5 minutes, or whispering yes to your remembrances, to what is becoming. After the waxing crescent, we have the first quarter moon. And in the first quarter moon, this is where the action and courage takes place. So here we have the possibilities that we're going to be taking one small step towards our intent that we set at the new moon. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be brave. So going to that heart space and being brave to take that step forward. Self-love here is showing up for ourselves, for yourself, even when it's messy. So not backing away, not throwing everything up in the air and not moving forward, even when it's messy, we get to show up for ourselves. And this is like making the call, like setting the boundary and possibly trying again. The next phase is the waxing gibbous. This is where we refine and adjust. So we're almost full, we're almost ready, and we're just looking at what needs to be tweaked. Self-love here looks like flexibility, like editing our plan, asking for help, or honoring what our body is really asking for. Then the next phase is the full moon. Many people understand the full moon. Here we have full illumination. We're going to celebrate, and we're going to celebrate what's working, and then we're going to release what's not. So here we can dance, we can journal, cry, let our emotions out. And here, self-love here is honesty. It's really letting yourself be seen. It's saying, this is me, and I'm meaning this. I'm showing up for me. The next is the waning gibbous. And here we have gratitude and integration. So here the light softens, and we have wisdom settling in, reflection, and giving thanks. Self-love here looks like appreciation for ourselves. We could write a gratitude list. We can share our story with somebody, or it could be simply saying, I am proud of myself. The last quarter is the release and integration time. So we're letting go of truly what no longer serves us. We're going to like clean around our place. We're going to clean drawers. We're going to burn pages. We're going to forgive ourselves. And self-love here is surrender. It's trusting that letting go makes space for what's next. And the final phase is the waning crescent, the rest and renewal, slowing down, restore, preparing to begin again. Self-love here looks like a quiet closure, like wrapping yourself in a blanket and saying thank you to the cycle and listening for what's next. So you don't need to know astrology and you don't need any fancy tools. Just start by noticing the moon tonight. Ask yourself what phase she's in and what phase you're in. So my golden nugget for you today is that healing is a sacred spiral and your magic lives within you. Return to yourself with love again and again. Wax and wane. You are the magic, and you are magic when you are in alignment with your magic. So if this speaks to you, speaks to your heart, I invite you to visit my link tree. You'll find lunar offerings, sacred circles, and ways to support Illuminated by Love. So come as you are and leave with more. Self-love isn't loud. It's lunar, and it's quiet, rhythmic, and always returning. Just like the moon, you are allowed to wax, wane, and begin again. I'm Linda Barris, co-creator of Rise and Root, a witchy sisterhood, and founder of Illuminated by Love. Lunar Living has supported me through 2 cancer diagnoses and chronic conditions, guiding me back to joy, love, and self-trust. Now I share with others how to reset their hearts through moon cycles, rituals, and remembrances. Healing isn't linear, and it's a sacred spiral. Your story is your medicine, and your magic lives within. So please visit my link tree to explore offerings or support Illuminated by Love. Come as you are and leave with more love.
Wow. Thank you, my beautiful Linda. You are such an inspiration to all of the women in the group. And thank you for being an amazing Mrs. Spots with beautiful Tina. Are you ready for the next one? Beautiful Tina Lynn Fury, also from USA. And she's going to share with us our story. Here we go.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tina Lynn Fiore, and I am a divine alchemist. I guide souls to a higher level of consciousness by reflecting a radiant beam of hope to awaken your divine potential. My mission is to inspire 1 billion individuals to create a society built on love, forgiveness, and collective healing. I want to tell you a story of triumph, a story of greatness, a story of oneness, a story of love, a story that is you and me. To know the truth, you must first understand how miracles happen. They don't happen with our eyes wide shut. They happen with our heart open. They happen when the truth deep within is the greatness that you are. I had an opportunity to go to Brazil last year. And on November 11th at 1:11 in the morning, I started to get divine messages. I was told about how we are an organic body that has a template that can interface with the universe. There's so much that we don't know about who we are. We are magnificent beings of light, and we are held in such divine love and grace. We are truly at this time in a great climb, and the climb starts within. It is also our job to equip our brothers and sisters for this climb. But the only way to dissolve hatred and separation and lack is through love. For what is the true meaning of life but love? One of the messages that I received is called the Star of David, and I want to read it to you. The Star of David was used so many centuries ago, and it was the two triangles, the ascending to the heavens and the heavens loving and guiding us. So please take a moment to really listen to these words and to know that everything we've experienced up to this point has been felt and has been heard and has been recorded. The Star of David is given to you to lift the mask that has been cast down upon humanity for people who felt lost, discarded, and abandoned by humanity. The pain and suffering that went to the depths of the soul, where so many toils were told. A rectification of sorrow that flowed so deep and so unseen for so long that humanity wept the cries to the Lord for mercy and forgiveness, thought unheard, that each one recorded the salvation of man for a burden so heavy they cannot truly be understood. The Star of David is given to you in the strength of your wisdom to be a reflection of who you are to embody. All that ties you to me, and to know each and every cry was heard, each and every tear was felt, each and every heart was held in the compassion and wisdom of my love. For what man does to man is always felt deeply within my beingness. For the heartbeat of creation flows through your heart and always connects to me. The burdens of humanity have been heavy. What man inflicts upon his brother is always felt by me. Know this to be true. Know this to be the word of God, that I feel everything that you do to each other. It is recorded. It is anchored in all that is. Do not think that the eye of God is not upon you. It is always upon you, for it cannot turn away from its own creation. My love is always embodied in the essence of who you are and the heart center, what belongs to me. I do watch and hold you in the depths of all there is. This will always be so, for I can never separate from that of which I created, nor would I ever wish to. May you always know that the eyes that you look through are my eyes. I see, feel, and record everything. You're experiencing the true essence of your existence. It is that of me. To cast stones at each other is to cast stones at me. Remember this always, because it is the truth and the way. It is never a judgment. It is just a reminder that what I have created can never separate from the oneness of who I am. I am all there is. I am all there ever will be. I am that of time and space. I am that I am. And you are me. Don't forget that, because the truth can never be severed. And my love always remains for each and every one of you the same. I am that I am. I am the Alpha and the Omega. And I have spoken. I wanted to share those words with you. I want you to feel the truth of who you are. You are an amazing creation. You are the oneness that can never separate from itself. And so am I. Consciousness is shifting. The heart is returning. And we are the reflectors of what we are creating. Please know I hold you in such great love, and I am grateful for this moment to speak with you. Our task is to eradicate injustice by bringing love to all, and to be thoughtful of our words and our actions, because choices do change lives. And what we say and do truly does matter. My call to action to you is please connect with me on YouTube and spread the love. I hope that you are always the reflection of the light you wish to see in the world. I appreciate your time, and I wish you the best. Sat Nam. Hello, my name is Tina Lynn Fiore, and I am a divine alchemist. I guide souls to a higher level of consciousness by reflecting a radiant beam of hope to awaken your divine potential. To know the truth, you must first understand how miracles happen. They don't happen with your eyes wide shut. They happen with your heart open. They happen when the truth deep within is the greatness that you are. Last November, I began to receive divine messages, and in 20 days, I wrote the book, It Will Come to You, The True Truth of Who You Are. You can find this book on Amazon, and I also deliver messages on YouTube. Oneness always stands with greatness within each one of you. Always be the reflection of the love you wish to see in the world. Thank you for your time.
Wow. Do you have goosebumps, my beautiful viewers? I have. That beautiful wording of David Starr is truly magnificent. Thank you, my beautiful Tina. Tina is also one of our Mrs. Spots. She is co-hosting with beautiful Linda, and she's also co-hosting with I'm so sorry, Lisa at the moment, until Lisa is fully operational. So thank you, thank you. Our next speaker is Dr. Beverly. Dr. Beverly is also in Florida in the USA, and this is an amazing lady that wants to show women that they can have money without feeling ashamed or feel guilty. And I love your money tracker. Here is Dr. Beverly.
If you've ever felt like no matter how hard you work, money just slips through your fingers, or if you ever find yourself lying awake at night thinking, will I ever get ahead? Am I destined to be broke? Will I ever feel secure? Why not me? Then this message is for you. Because deep down, what you want is not extravagant. You just want money to feel a little easier. You want to pay your bills with ease and peace, have a little cushion in the bank, and know that you can retire without fear. If that's you, you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Dr. Beverly Wixon. I'm an infinite abundance and happiness coach, author of Get Rich on Any Salary, and energy healer. And I help caring, hard-working people just like you heal their money stress and create the ease and freedom that you deserve so that you can enjoy life's adventures and relax knowing that your future is secure. But I wasn't always here. I spent years as a public school English teacher in Florida, which was one of the 2 lowest paying states in the U.S. during my career. I worked hard. I poured my heart into my students and my classroom, and yet every month ended the same way. No money left. See, we were paid once a month when I was teaching, and by the final week, especially those months when we had a holiday break at the end, so we were paid before the break, I could be found digging through a jar of loose coins just to buy the cheapest meals I could find. McDonald's and Taco Bell. I told myself I couldn't afford to save. I was just a teacher. I didn't have enough money to save. So my savings account was nearly empty, and every bill felt like this huge burden. I was broke, frustrated, ashamed, and I couldn't see a way out. But when I started doing a little work on my money mindset, things began to shift. The first time I had even just a few dollars left over at the end of the month, it felt like a miracle. And month by month, that cushion grew. Saving became easier. Opportunities started flowing to me. And then, just when things were looking up, I went through one of the hardest seasons of my life. I was defrauded by someone I trusted with my whole heart. I felt so betrayed, so stupid for not noticing what was happening. Beat myself up really good. I never dreamed he'd steal from me. Honestly, I had never dreamed I'd ever have enough money worth stealing. So when I realized that, I thought, well, at least now I have enough worth stealing. And that alone showed me how much things had changed. But it still threw me into a spiral. I thought everything was gone. I thought I'd have to start over from nothing. I believed it would take me decades to recover from that betrayal, emotionally and financially. But the truth? Because of the mindset work that I was doing and the energy healing that I was practicing, I rebuilt. I created more wealth for myself than was taken from me. That season taught me that no matter what happens, you can heal your relationship with money and align your energy so that you can create more than you ever thought possible. And one of the most powerful moments came when my dear aunt was near the end of her life. For the first time, an emergency happened, and I didn't start wondering, do I have enough money for this? Am I going to be able to afford this? Am I going to end up with credit card debt? Instead, I simply booked a one-way plane ticket, rented a car, rented a hotel, and stayed as long as I needed to be with her in her final days and through her funeral. That freedom to show up for a loved one, to make my decisions based on love instead of fear, priceless. Priceless. And that's the kind of freedom I want for every person that I work with. I'm a certified coach, an NLP practitioner, an infinite possibilities trainer. I'm also trained in emotional freedom technique, tapping, and emotion code. And I combine all of that with my background as a teacher, which means I make things simple, practical, and doable. And then I pair that with powerful energy work to clear those old stories that keep you stuck. And you might be wondering, well, what makes you different from other money coaches? I don't just hand you a budget and tell you to work harder and tell you to scrimp and pinch pennies. I help you heal the roots of your money stress, those hidden beliefs, old wounds, traumas, while at the same time giving you small, practical, doable steps that actually fit into your real life and help you see the abundance in your present reality as you create even more. You don't need shame, blame, or penny pinching. What you need is a new way of being with money, one that feels safe, supportive, and aligned with the life you desire. And that's why people choose to work with me, because I see you. I've been you. I've been exactly where you are, and I know how to guide you into a future where money feels easy finally. So if you're ready to stop stressing over every bill and start building the freedom that you deserve, I would love to help you get there. Your future can feel lighter and brighter starting right now. And I would be honored to walk beside you on that journey. So my call to action for you is simply to meet me on YouTube at Dr. Beverly Wixon, where you can join me every week for money mindset breakthroughs, abundance activations, and practical tools to help you create wealth with ease. And now, because I know Sanet's going to ask, my golden nugget. Wealth isn't just about the size of your bank account. It's about healing your relationship with money. Because when you do that, everything changes for the better, sending you love and light for abundance and happiness. I'm Dr. Beverly Wixon, infinite abundance and happiness coach and best-selling author of Get Rich on Any Salary. I help caring, hardworking women who feel stuck in financial stress create stability and ease with money without shame, blame, or penny pinching, so they can enjoy life's adventures, plan for their retirement, and relax knowing they're secure. Your financial future is not determined by your paycheck. It is shaped by the stories you believe about money. I know, because I used to believe all those old stories. I was left broke, frustrated, and poor because of it. But when I shifted my mindset, I not only eliminated thousands of dollars of debt, I also 10x my savings. I would love for you to join me in the Happy Minds, Wealthy Lives free.
Hello, I am Natalie Chilton from breakupwithsecrets.com. I am the author of Unsilenced, Use Your Voice, Words Hold Power. I'll be launching my Audible in the next few weeks. I'd love you to buy a copy. I'd love for you to go to nataliechilton@gmail.com and be part of the 2000 Secrets campaign of letting go of our secrets. My talk is how secrets and lies of omission are a spiritual hindrance. I cannot wait to be with you, and as we discuss how to get free and how sharing the truth of our testimony helps others to get free also.
Okay, let me just see. Here we go, the next one.
Hello, I am Natalie Chilton from breakupwithsecrets.com. I am the author of Unsilenced, Use Your Voice, Words Hold Power. I'll be launching my Audible in the next few weeks. I'd love you to buy a copy. I'd love for you to go to nataliechilton@gmail.com and be part of the 2000 Secrets campaign of letting go of our secrets. My talk is how secrets and lies of omission are a spiritual hindrance. I cannot wait to be with you, and as we discuss how to get free and how sharing the truth of our testimony helps others to get free also.
So my beautiful ones, I will have to check that one out. In the meanwhile, here is beautiful Nina. Enjoy.
If you ever felt stuck in your life, if you felt like no matter what you do, this is going to be your life, it's too late for you to change anything, and you believe you cannot really change anything in your life, this is the message for you. If you ever felt stuck and feel like there is no hope for you, I want you to listen to this, because I want you to know you can get your dreams and hopes back. And I know it's a very bold statement, and let me introduce myself. Hi, my name is Nina Maglic. I'm a marketing coach for healers, energy healer, international speaker, author of the book Healing Millions. I grew up in a war. No electricity, no running water, no food. Scared for my life and my family's life. We didn't even know if we were going to survive the next minute. When we had to get the water, we had to stand in a line, and they were shooting on us. We didn't even know if we were going to come home. That was my life for 3.5 years. In that desperate state, I didn't believe that I will survive the next minute. I didn't even believe that better life is available to me and that I will create one day a big movement to bring healing and peace to the world. I never believed that could be possible for me. On top of that, I grew up in a country, Bosnia and Herzegovina, who suffered 5 wars in 100 years. We had a lot of generational trauma to heal. And 7 years ago, I became very sick, and when traditional medicine couldn't help me, I reached out to an energy healer, and it changed my life forever. I spent 18 months going to the doctors, begging for help, doing every single blood test, every single body scan, just to find a clue why I have a pain. I had enormous pain in my belly. Every time when I had a pain, I was paralyzed from pain for 1 hour. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't walk. I couldn't work. I basically didn't have a life. In very desperate state, one day at the hospital, they told me it's going to take us years to find the root cause of your problem. My whole life collapsed. And I said to them, I don't have one more day to live with this pain. I will figure out how to find a cure for my pain. I left the hospital defeated. And in that very, very desperate state, I reached out to an energy healer. And in just 2 sessions, I became pain-free. And that changed my life forever. All of a sudden, I started learning about energy healing just to help myself. When people saw my transformation, they started reaching out to me to help them. And all of a sudden, I was booked weeks in advance. They started referring me their friends and family members. And it really changed my life overnight. My clients taught me one most important lesson ever. If you think your life story is the worst one, you haven't heard enough stories. You can have very horrific, tragic life in a very peaceful country. Some of my clients were really stuck in very abusive relationships, had a really traumatic life. They didn't believe that something better is possible and available to them. Better life is possible for you if you decide to take action. Every change is scary. You will freak out. Because very often we choose to stay stuck because it's very familiar. We know what to expect. Change is very scary. I know it was scary for me. I was terrified to change anything in my life. But I had to if I wanted to become healthy. I had to if I wanted to create a better life. The moment when you start questioning everything what you're telling yourself about your life situation, about the relationship you have, the moment you start questioning everything, this is the moment when change starts to happen. I know it's scary, but you can do it. Because I saw that with my clients. When they start questioning everything they knew about life, everything they knew about relationships, and start healing deep, deep emotional wounds, their life transformed. And your life can transform too. Very often, people trigger what's unhealed inside of us. They will show us what we need to heal. And it's not really easy to face your worst fears, worst pain. It takes courage, but you can definitely do it. you can definitely change your life. I work with hundreds of people as a healer, and I noticed that better life is possible for them. People who were really depressed were able to really find peace within themselves, feel safe in their body for the very first time, and start smiling again. People who had broken relationships with their families were able to repair them because they took action. They needed to heal first what's out of alignment inside of them, deep emotional wounds. Forgive, so they can create better relationships with people. You know, the worst thing what you can do is thinking that this is our life. We cannot change anything in our life. This is who we are. I get it. I thought it too. When I was in the war, I didn't believe I would survive. Fast forward 34 years, I'm here with you, talking to you. My whole life changed. I don't have pain anymore. I feel safe in my body. I feel safe where I live. Fast forward today, I'm here talking to you. That little girl that didn't have confidence in herself, didn't believe that better life is possible for her, now is creating global healing movement to help people heal. It's a global movement that I do with 10 other healers all around the world. We are here on a mission to bring peace and healing to the world. And that's something that I promised myself when I was 6 years old. I promised myself, if I survive war, if I survive this nightmare, I will do no matter what, so that no child, no people had to suffer like I did. I'm here today talking to you, telling you that you can create better life. It will take time. It doesn't happen overnight. For me, it took me 34 years to create this global movement to bring peace and healing to the world, to keep promise to that little girl I made when I was 6 years old. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. It all started by healing deep wounds inside of me, having the courage to face my worst fears. If I can do it, and my clients can do it, you can do it too. If you need a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of courage, please go to Healing Millions podcast on YouTube and listen to those stories. Because there are people just like you who were stuck in their life, who couldn't change anything, who felt that this is the worst life ever. They were able to heal and create much better life for themselves. It takes courage, but you can do it. You deserve happy life. You deserve to smile. You deserve to wake up in the morning feeling excited to start your day, because you matter. Your life matters. And everything what you had to go through shaped you to become the person you are today. And you never know whose life you're going to change just because you're going to share your story. Because if you can't change someone's life, showing them what is possible when you take action, create better life for yourself, for your family, for your friends, everything will change because you can do it. You can do it. I know it seems like a mission impossible right now, but you can definitely do it. Just take small steps. Choose one thing today that is going to help you create life you want. My gorgeous friend, I believe in you. You can do it. I love you. The most important thing is to surround yourself with people who are already doing this. People who are already working on themselves, where it feels normal to create better life. People who know what pain means. People who know that, yes, I experienced pain, but now I'm creating something new. My gorgeous friend, healing is possible for you. A better life is possible for you. You need to take action to create better life. And you can definitely do this. There are 8 billion people on this planet, and every single day, thousands and thousands of people are healing and creating better life for themselves. If they can do it, you can do it too. I believe in you. I love you. I'm sending you lots of love and big hug. Bye for now.
Thank you, my beautiful Nina. You are truly amazing with everything that you are doing. Here is beautiful Nina's commercial.
Are you tired of feeling exhausted, drained, and overwhelmed no matter how hard you try to keep it all together? You take care of everybody else, your friends, your family, always showing up for them. But who is taking care of you? What if you can go from overwhelmed to peaceful, from exhausted to energized in just 30 minutes a day? Imagine ending your day feeling calm, grounded, and actually excited to wake up in the morning. I invite you to join the Healing Millions community. Inside of a community, you will experience live healing sessions every single weekday, guided by 10 healer experts using proven methods like energy healing, emotional release, and tapping, so you can finally release the stress, sleep deeply, and wake up feeling excited and fully and joyfully alive again. Real humans, real support, right when you need them most. You don't have to do this alone anymore. Come, join us. Click the link below or scan the QR code to join us now. Because if not now, when? Your peace, your joy, your energy, they matter. You matter. Come and join us inside Healing Millions community. We look forward to seeing you there.
Oh, thank you, my beautiful Nina. Thank you, my beautiful ladies. Every one of you has amazing stories, amazing golden nuggets to share with us. Beautiful Natalie, the two videos I have is the same videos, and don't know, don't know what happened. I'm gonna try and do something else for you, but just give me 1 second. Let me see. I cannot forward the video to a certain part in your video. So my beautiful ones, I want to say thank you so much for being amazing. The only long video we could not play was beautiful Natalie, and I will have her own recording for her own show on this. So my beautiful Natalie, I hope that you will still love being able to come and share your own story. On my YouTube channel, Self Love Ignites Me, you have done a beautiful solo show. I just wanted to see if I cannot forward it outside the studio. Just give me 1 second, everyone. Just 1 second. Okay, it looks like it's gonna help. It's gonna change. So here is beautiful Natalie.
A powerful mission of revealing secrets, fostering forgiveness, and guided others towards loves rooted in divine identity is truly an inspiration. Through her personal journey, her upcoming publication, and I cannot wait for that, she continues to uplift and empower individuals to break free from generations' trauma. Thank you, Natalie, for shining your light and making the world a better place. Thank you for being in my life. I am in total awe of you. Your message is the key. It's the key for a beautiful life. So my beautiful ones, I am sure you cannot wait. I just want to do a shout out to the Diamond Beauties and the Tanzanite Heroes. Thank you for being an amazing group. We are almost 1,100 members, and it's truly, truly extraordinary. If you ask me, Sanet, 3 years ago and 4 months, you will have almost 1,000 ladies on the Diamond Beauties. I would have said no way.
but God knew. God knew how amazing this group is. And He just helped me to take the steps to create a group and create the atmosphere of belonging, of love, and of upliftment in the group. So I am truly a proud mama. But I would love to play my sponsor's video, Jose Escobar, to say thank you so much for sponsoring all the Power Hour TV shows. If there is 2 or 3, hello, my beautiful Natalie. I am truly so privileged to have you here. You are also our cover story for this amazing November coming up for the Diamond Moment magazine. And part of that is this amazing show, just all about you and what you are doing and making the world a better place. Please, may I ask you to introduce yourself and tell us where you're from?
I'm Natalie Chilton. Thank you for the beautiful introduction, Sanet. I live in Athabasca, Alberta, Canada. And I came from the West Coast, Vancouver, and moved to chilly, northern Alberta, and it was the best move of my life.
That's beautiful. So my beautiful Natalie, what is the one big advice that have changed your life that you're now bestowing on others to make their life a little bit better? And sometimes, if I can do that, better.
Oh, different things run across my mind. One of them is sobriety, of course. Getting sober is one of the best things you could ever do. But even more than that, and I think telling your secrets is actually a key to being able to live sober. So if you were honest in the first place and able to say the things, then you wouldn't get the addiction in the first place because the pain would be released. And so this is my platform, is being a facilitator to assist people to say what needs to be said in order for them to stop hiding their experiences and their identity.
I love it. I love it. We're going to play your video, your commercial, and we will play it in the end again. But you know, on your video, your words were truly goosebumps. I wanted to use a bigger word, but then it didn't want to come out, so I'm going to tell goosebumps. So are you ready for your commercial? Because you didn't see, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, I'm Natalie Chilton. I'm an international co-author of The Ripple Effect of Impact. I'm Chapter 16, Touched by the Supernatural. I invite you to come to breakupwithsecrets.com to download your free copy. I'm a solution-focused counselor, truth coach, and trauma-informed speaker, urging people to break up with their secrets. Unsilenced, Use Your Voice, Words Have Power, releasing December the 1st. Can't wait to share my heart with you on Self-Love for You with Sanet. Have a great day.
Do you love
Wow. Oh, how absolutely elevating. Wow. My photographer is amazing, Stacy Swanson, thank you, because he makes me look my best. And thank you for that, Sanet. Oh.
I just tell you, your photographs were exquisite, but you, my darling, are exquisite from the inside out. and how truly honored for me to have been able to do the commercial for you. I will be sending that to you. We will also play your commercial at the end. So my beautiful Natalie, if you may share, where did you start? Is there a particular moment in your life that you decided, I want more of for my life? I want something different.
Absolutely. Yeah. Ooh. A very big moment was April the 1st. And it was way back in time with my youngest child. And I was in a mess of a situation, which people can read about in the Ripple Effect chapter, Touched by the Supernatural. It was within those situations. And basically, I was, using drugs and alcohol to cope with life. And my son was about 3. And the husband and I, we kept breaking up, coming back together. And we came back after, getting high. And it wasn't helping. It wasn't making life any better at all. And so we came back to our place, and inside our apartment, suddenly my mind was supernaturally cleared, and my vision became crystal, and I saw my child, and I saw my husband, and the squalor that we lived in. And it was like, I do not want this. I had listened to Anthony Robbins, and I had actually been, anyways, that's more of a story, but I wanted more. I did not want that anymore. And it was a visceral moment where it was just like, this is it. I want to be sober. I want a good life for myself and my son. And things changed. It took a while. But, through my journey, basically, my faith was built. My faith was built supernaturally. I wasn't a church-going person whatsoever. And it was just through the moments of crying out with my heart. So if you're in a place, help is just saying, help me. Universe, God, Spirit is a powerful prayer. And just setting our heart and our mind in one direction, and divinely orchestrated events such as this, with being with you, Sanet, meeting you. This is divinely orchestrated, right on time, to share the truth. The truth of our story is very powerful, even it might not seem dramatic to you, and it doesn't need to be dramatic. But if it's the truth, there's power in sharing our truth of how it really was and how it really is.
Wow, incredible. I was looking for a picture to show somebody just before our show. I told you I was still on the show, and I wanted to show them this picture, how I changed my life, because I made a decision to live and not to die. But while I was quickly looking for my photograph of me when I was 11 fell out.
Oh.
My beautiful viewers, thank you so much. My beautiful Natalie, I could play that little piece of yours. I had to scramble to YouTube and go and download the video so that I have something for you. So thank you, my beautiful viewers, for looking and spending time with all of us. What does love, hope, and faith mean to you? Sending you all my love. Let me just get my glasses on and I can see. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.